What's going on, everybody? It's the Elder Dakota Owens. Today is Monday, um, January 4th, and I'm going to share a testimony. Still getting caught up from the week of being sick, but I want to share a testimony. This testimony happened in the early 2000s. All right, I was at a point in my life. I was beginning to turn to the Lord, and I was beginning to develop my own personal relationship, or an attempt to develop my own personal relationship with the Lord. My mother knew him, my grandmother knew him, but I've only known him through proxy at this time. And I was going through some things, and my heart was heavy, and I was really going through, and I was asking the Lord. I went to my room and I'm spending time by myself, and I was asking the Lord, what's going to happen with my life? I've been going through a situation for about 2 years. Well, it was probably about a year at the time, but the situation didn't end till about the end of the second year. But I'm asking what's happening with my life, what's going on. I'm at a standstill. I don't even know what to do. What's going to happen. And as I finished praying, I don't know how long I was praying and talking to the Lord, pouring my heart out to the Lord. But as I was praying, after I finished, I took the Bible, and sometimes I'll run my finger like this and just boom, and I'll stick my finger in, and then I'll flip it open wherever it is. That's where I'll read from. But I did this right after the prayer with the hope that I was going to receive an answer from God as to what's going to happen with me. All right, and this is the scripture that I turned to. All right, and it was in Acts 12. Let's start at verse 4. And when he had apprehended him, he put him in prison, and delivered him to 4 quaternions of soldiers to keep him, intending after Easter to bring him forth to the people. Peter therefore was kept in prison, but prayer was made without ceasing of the church unto God for him. And when Herod would have brought him forth the same night, Peter was sleeping between 2 soldiers bound with 2 chains, and the keepers before the door kept the prison. And behold, the angel of the Lord came upon him, and a light shined in the prison. And he smote Peter on the side and raised him up, saying, Arise up quickly. And his chains fell off from his hands. And the angel said unto him, Gird thyself and bind on thy sandals. And so he did. And he saith unto him, Cast thy garment about thee and follow me. And he went out and followed him, and wist not that it was true, which was done by the angel, but thought he saw a vision. When they were past the first and second ward, they came unto an iron gate that leadeth unto the city, which opened to them of his own accord. And when they went out and passed on through one street, and forthwith the angel departed from him. And when Peter was come to himself, he said, Now I know for surety that the Lord hath sent his angel, and hath delivered me out of the hand of Herod, and from all the expectation of the people of the Jews. All right, don't stop right there. So when I received that scripture, that was definitely an answer to what I had been praying, what I had been asking about, because I was asking what's going to go on with me. Yes, and I was facing some prison time, but that's a testimony for another time, another day. But I turned to that scripture, and the Lord spoke to me through that scripture, and I wound up never doing the prison time. You know what I mean? Peter was in prison. The angel let him out. You know what I mean? Prison break. The angel let him out. And it was just a blessing because I wasn't familiar with that scripture. I wasn't looking for that scripture. I just prayed to the Lord, poured my heart out, and expected to hear from the Lord, but through his word. So the testimony is that, yes, that he brought me out, of course, but yet and still the Lord talks to us. Again, he communicates with us. So many testimonies that I've put on this channel talk to and deals with how the Lord will communicate with us individually. He'll do it through dreams. He'll do it through someone else. He'll do it through his word. There's so many ways, so many avenues. He'll do it through sights. There's so many ways and avenues that God talks to us and deals with us and works with us. And for that, I'm just truly grateful. And I share this testimony not to make myself appear to be anything great, or to pretend that I have this the best relationship with God in the world. Because look, I was just trying to get on track when He had spoke to me through that scripture. You know what I mean? I was just trying to develop my relationship with Him at that point. You know what I mean? I say these testimonies to say that if God will do it with me, He'll do it with you. You know what I mean? Just as an encouragement. You know, because the scriptures are there for our encouragement, as for our learning. You know what I mean? As we see our brothers and sisters of old go through things and how they interact with God, it's like, huh, Lord, if you did it for them, you can do it for me. But even with these testimonies that I share about myself or somebody else's sin, and it'll be shared, it's all as an encouragement of God still operating in the here and now, still dealing with us on a very, very personal level. All right, but remember, if you have any testimonies, feel free to leave a comment below or shoot me an email at jacodio@gmail.com. If you have a prayer request, follow the same procedure, and we'll pray together, and or I'll share your testimony. All right, remember, Wednesday's the quick word on Wednesday. Tentatively, this week I will be catching up. I'll be doubling up on some videos, just so we can be current from last week of being sick. All right, but until next time, be blessed.